special operations, and how are you doing? I'm like, being part of Alaska Venture Project, it helps me just the same, even though we're running operations. When we're out there, we're working with these veterans, spending time with them and their families. It's healing on everyone's part. So.
So, hey, you guys, tell us about this project. What is this about?
So we were founded in 2017, a Marine combat veteran, Alaska native and resident of Temecula, Billy Bolton, founded this. We're founding members as well, and he had a concept of bringing veterans up to Alaska. So we run an outdoor immersion adventure program. Right now we have an annual trip, but we provide therapeutic support to veterans and their families. So it's just a week of establishing camaraderie, reflection, self-worth, discovery, forging lifelong bonds, and really just trying to connect veterans and their families with other veterans and military families. And then we provide them a network of resources for the rest of their lives and an extended family. So it's pretty special what we're able to do up in Alaska, and just the wildlife and the outdoor environment. It really just, executes a healing environment for everyone, that both recipients and staff that go up there. So it's pretty
special. So can you guys introduce yourself a little bit? What is your role with the program?
My name is Will Piquel. I'm one of the founding members as well here with Darren, and I'm considered the marketing director. So I love just raising funds for this project. My key role down here is, like I said, fundraising. And then up there, we facilitate the trip. I help, run everything, boots on the ground up there. And then Darren?
Yeah, so I'm the current executive director and program director, and I'm retired Navy SEAL with 25 years of service. So multiple combat deployments. I support a lot of different nonprofits, but Alaska Venture Project, near and dear to my heart. And it's an honor to have been part of a founding group. And we're 8 years into this project. We've done 7 annual trips. We've helped over 27 veterans. We're looking at expanding operations, and Will has put on a great annual fundraising event for us here in the Valley that's enabling that.
I tell you guys, it's really an honor having you guys here on the show. Can you tell us about the mission of the program?
Yeah. So like I said before, therapeutic support. So what we want to do is, we look at veterans in need, and we run a referral program. So we bring right now, with current resourcing, 4 to 6 veterans. And it's a week of bringing people out of their environment that they're having challenges, no matter what it is. So if they're suffering from PTSD or TBI, as well as the families, we want to take them out of that enabling environment, bring them up to Alaska, whether they've been there before or not. It's just a new environment. And we do a variety of outdoor activities. Of course, we fish, crab, shrimp. We will do some shooting evolutions if the group dynamic's ready for it. Last trip, we integrated diving for scallops. So we free dive up there. So we actually got everyone in wetsuits.
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, free diving in the Bering Sea when it's 42 degrees is a remarkable experience, and spiritual. I mean, when you're up there,
yeah.
I was commuting the scallops back and forth to the boat, also on killer whale watch. You don't really take these things, you don't take these things into consideration until you're up in Alaska and you're fighting bears and killer whales. I mean, it's an experience that will get you out of your own mindset and get you on the right path for a little bit.
Yeah, and we find that when veterans, and we take veterans from all walks of life, backgrounds, all branches of service. It didn't matter what you did in the service. So we look at the need, and we try to put together really just life-changing trip of a lifetime for this group of people, both male and female. We had our first female vet last year participate. And it really just, it puts them on a better path. They experience something together. It's that shared experience that they take with them. We're part of like 8 different text threads with past recipients, and they're still talking to each other, and we still, if somebody needs something, we support them. So it's turned out to be like a lifelong endeavor.
How often do you guys take these trips?
Right now, it's an annual trip, so we take 4 to 6 veterans just once a year. But we're hoping to expand that to a couple veteran trips and a couple family trips per year once we get to that point.
So this year you already have it set up with who you're taking with you?
So we're finalizing that right now. So it will probably be 6 veterans, and the trip will be at the end of August.
How do you find the veterans that are interested in this program?
Yeah, so it's a referral program. So past recipients, other supporters, if they're associated with our organization, we always put out a data call, that we call it, for potential veterans in need. And right now we look at 4 or 6 vets that we can resource, because it's fairly, there's a high price tag to go up there to Alaska and then put on this, week-long outdoor activities. But the referral network, we fill up pretty quick. So we've really never, at least up to this point, not had to open it up to the public. So we kind of vet the veteran. We need to make sure, that there's documentation on their time in service. There's no stolen valor cases. And then we interview everyone and just make sure that, we can put together the highest priority in need group, and then a group dynamic that they're going to be able to heal and learn from each other. And we learn just as much. People.
Yeah, it's pretty magical, I bet.
And a lot of the veterans will have other brothers and sisters that they have served with that they are nominating, and that's why we, have such a demand for our small boutique foundation that we can't really open it up to the general public quite yet, because we would just be kind of overwhelmed and inundated. So we're taking, the servicemen that served in the highest and most, dangerous wars out there to recommend their brothers and sisters in arms. And it's been a tremendous, positive result on every year.
Yeah, definitely. So are you guys based here in Temecula?
The fundraising efforts, most of the generation is down here. The actual foundation itself is based out of Ketchikan, Alaska, a town that has received us with open arms and is very generous to us. But primarily, most of the operations are down here. The reason why we go from Ketchikan, Alaska, is Billy Bolton, our founder. He was actually born and raised on a float house in Ketchikan, Alaska, taking a school every single. Oh my gosh! If you heard the stories, when you come to the golf tournament and he starts telling his testimony, you can't wrap your mind around the fact that he's living on logs in a log house somewhere in a key up in Ketchikan, Alaska, and then he's taking a dinghy and 3-foot waves to school.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So
and actually we spent a couple of days at a remote floating lodge. It's a 100-year-old floating cabin on Prince of Wales Island, which Billy spent some time growing up on. So it's pretty special to go back to the island that he literally grew up on, and we have to take a float plane ride in to land at it. And you should just see all the veterans' faces, especially if you've never been in a float plane, literally landing in the wilderness next to this floating lodge where okras come swimming in next to it.
Oh man,
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I've been to Alaska and on a float plane, landed in the middle of nowhere. Me and some buddies of mine, we went there. It was the best vacation of my life. We went fishing for like 4 or 5 days in the cabin in the middle of nowhere. And it's just so surreal and so beautiful. Even like bears everywhere. And it was just amazing. You guys encounter any bears?
Yes.
Yeah. Many bears. Sometimes
did they come and attack you guys?
No, they don't want to attack us.
Thankfully not.
Hopefully.
Some of the guys are crazy enough to want to fight the bears, but we just, we're going to talk about that on a different episode, I think.
Episode number 2.
Come to a restaurant that we're doing a crab boil at once, and everybody's like, let's go take a look at it. Like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So, hey, you mentioned golf tournament. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. I can get you the information as well, but this is our 3rd annual golf tournament. It's the 2024 Alaska Adventure Project charity golf event. And we are hosting this on August 2nd this year. It's at Journey, which is one of the most beautiful courses, Southern California, if not the whole entire country. It's a gem. And they're very gracious. And, the way they help us to raise funds is just really, really an enormous help. And we start off with an opening ceremony, color guard, bagpipes, national anthem. There's never a dry eye in the morning. It's dead quiet, and when they're done, you can hear the sniffles. And
Beautiful.
just it really tugs at your heartstrings. We play 18 holes of golf, and it's par is your friend. It's a fast-paced game of golf, and we have beautiful handmade prizes. If you look right here, this piece of metal art made by Jesse Burkhardt, 9-line metal art. He donates a handcrafted 4 pieces of metal art that is the first place trophy. So it's not a typical, you get something. You get something that's made by one of our alumni. And Jesse Burkhardt does the most beautiful work. It's it's 9-line metal art, and we can get you that website and take a look at his. But we have we have great raffle and auction items. We have Darren Deese, who's our DJ MC throughout the entire day. He just keeps the party going.
Nice.
And then afterwards, when we get to the banquet, this year. We have many keynote speakers, but this year's speaker is going to be Brian Talley with the Today with Talley podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
He was a recipient / guest of ours. He's a U.S. Marine, former U.S. Marine, and he went to Alaska with us for last year's trip, and he podcasted in the minimal service we had up there on a daily basis, and it was remarkable. The amount of impact he and his audience had for our foundation. So he'll be the keynote speaker this year. And if you don't golf and you want to come just hear him speak, just get together with me. We'll get you a dinner ticket and you can come out and support. The auction items are amazing, from anywhere from guns
I can't wait.
and custom
I'll be there
handmade
for sure.
knives to everything. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you.
I'd love to go. So I'm going to put up on the screen here your website so people can go to your website and learn more about your program, your foundation, and even buy tickets for the golf tournament.
Absolutely.
So when is the golf tournament again?
The golf tournament is August 2nd. This sells
August
out
2nd.
every year. Yeah. So
Okay.
we opened up registration on April 15th, and
Okay.
we have about 7 foursomes left. We do have sponsorship opportunities available, and I can get you the website to our golf tournament, or you can actually just go to our website there, alaskaadventureproject.org, and you'll find the golf tournament link on there. And then, if you want to play, if you want to sponsor, we take even tee signs, a couple $100, and you can get your name out there as well. And all that is just great support for our cause and our mission.
Sounds good. Hey, you guys, you got to support them. So before we leave, tell us just a memorable adventure that you guys done in the last few years that you've been there. Just a memorable, like something that you can share with the audience that is just pretty cool. Like you never shared before.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep this G-rated.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and start. So this year, we were gracious enough to have Babe Islands Lodge host our event this year. And so this is the lodge that's 25 miles off of Ketchikan, out towards Prince of Wales Island. And I was in charge of getting all the groceries together and making sure we're feeding these guys. And we had 2 planes. One was a 12-seater Beaver, I think it was, and then we had the cargo plane. Me and Rick Sams, my partner that was helping me at the time, and we're both taking off. They're taxiing on the waterway. We're getting ready to go out the gateway. We're on seaplanes, and the Otter takes off. They're doing good, and we're just not climbing. And so all of a sudden, we're just feeling like the plane's struggling a little bit. We got all this. We have ice cream. It's starting to melt.
Man.
All this stuff. Like, all right, it's going to take us a little bit longer to get there, but we'll get there. Next thing you know, he takes a hard left, stick and rudder. He just starts, going back over. And just keep in mind, on the right-hand side is water and easy landing for a seaplane. On the left-hand side is all trees.
Yeah.
He takes a left turn. So it kind of got you thinking a little bit. Apparently, we fouled one of the cylinders in our engine, so we had to return back to the seaport there. But that kind of got me thinking a little bit about, like, we could have taken a right turn, just landed on the water if something went wrong. But no, he's a courageous little pilot. But he was a U.S. Army pilot as well, so that's one experience.
You were in good hands.
Yeah,
and we brush changed a little bit every trip. One of the events I think is most special, though, is we go out there, we set crab pots, we teach everyone all the ins and outs, and we target Dungeness crab, and then we go back a couple days later, we pick up the pots, we collect the crab, and then we go right to this beach. and we just crack them open and we steam
How cool
them right
is that?
there.
You know, how
It's
cool is
literally
that?
the freshest, like experience you can have, and Dungeness is just a great sweet crab.
Yeah.
But that's a special moment for everyone.
Yeah,
Every time we
definitely.
go up there. So,
Oh,
and
man,
then
this is so exciting.
yeah, we help veterans from all around the nation, but I would say probably close to 90% of the veterans we've helped are from Temecula Valley or the Inland Empire. So I just want to make sure the audience understands that. So it is open, and we do have people from all over.
Yeah,
but
there's definitely a lot
majority
of
is-
veterans here in Temecula.
Yeah, there really is a bigger density of veterans that need help that we've been able to, to date, help out. So
I'm
And
so
I-
glad that you guys are helping a lot of local veterans. That's awesome.
And one more experience, Lewis, that I think
Yeah.
you and I can both kind of say we react to is, up there we have Mama Curl, who is, one of the other founding members' mom, and helped raise Billy over his years through high school and stuff like that. She opens her house up, and her house is right on the water, and it's beautiful. And the tide rolls out, and there's this driftwood everywhere. And one of the team building efforts that we have that really resonates with us and our mission is that we go and we gather all this driftwood, and literally it's 10 feet tall, right there on the sands and the Pebble Beach of Alaska's gateway right there. And we just get gasoline, we create this big huge bonfire, and then we just take the evening as the sun sets to kind of camaraderie, to speak of all the demons that are out there and get them out. And one of the prolific things is the next morning we wake up, all those logs, all those ashes, all those things we talked about are washed away. We have a fresh, brand new start. So, that's one of the things that we all have taken away from it, is when you wake up the next morning after hugging and laughing and maybe even wrestling a bear, who knows?
it's a good culminating event for sure.
That bear's gonna haunt me right now.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's just a good way to get a fresh
yeah,
start
definitely.
every day.
Well, thank you guys for coming on the show. Any last thoughts you want to share with everyone? How can they donate to your organization?
Absolutely. You can go to our website right there, which is alaskaadventureproject.org. You can just make a donation. We have a donation page of how you can help. Even if you want to volunteer and try to get involved with us, we'd love that too. The more hands, the merrier. We're trying to grow. Like I said, if you want to go, then we can try to get you the website for the golf tournament, or you can call me direct, 909-821-4774. I have no problem with you calling me up and talking to me, and whatever I can do to answer any questions or lead you in the right direction. Or if you want to be of service, we'd appreciate everything, financially or service wise.
Yeah, and definitely find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram. So we put together trip videos every year, and we put together a pretty good product from last year. You can find that on our YouTube channel. Just search Alaska Adventure Project, and it's about a 7-minute video, and it really captures what we're all about and what we're doing, and there's veteran testimonial on it, and I think I'd give you a good snapshot of what we do.
Definitely. I've seen some of the pictures. It's amazing. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. Please support him, everyone. Please support him. Go on their website. Donate to that organization. It's really an amazing organization. If you are a nonprofit and you want to be on this show, just leave a comment below, and would love to have you. Thanks again, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,